Hey everybody. It's dark. Okay, let me try to shed some light on the situation here. Give me a second and I'll be right back. Ta-da! God said, "Let there be light," and it was good. How's everybody doing? You all okay? Anybody gonna come into my live stream here? Who's that? Oh, hello, Eduardo. How's it going? Very well, thank you. Just hanging out after a hard day at my studio here. And you can see all my guitars there, and I've been getting ready to release a new album, actually, for next month. It's pretty exciting. I'm kind of excited about it. It's the second album by a band that I started to form a very long time ago at this point, but it was almost sort of relegated to being a work in progress for a very long time. And then finally, we actually got to release an album last year and a lot of singles. And this year, we are releasing another album. We have enough music from years of stuff being accumulated and written and stored away that we finally got to finish it off, a second album this year. So it's going to be out on July 4th. The band is called the Transverse Magnet, and oh, I do a lot of different things in it. It's guitar, vocals, production, various bits of instrumentation, and a lot of the songwriting. So it's me, and it's the other person primarily is my wife Crystal, who is also in Young Astronauts Club that I'm the founder of, and she's in a bunch of other bands that I'm also part of. So it's really like a new thing. It's got its own direction and its own life. So we decided to have it be another band. So I don't know how many bands that is at this point that I'm part of, but they all are of equal importance to me. And this one is, I'm really excited about it because it's still sort of fresh and new, and it's a really fun, creative process, and we don't have to think too much about what we're doing. We're kind of just doing it, and if we like it, we like it. If not, we don't use it. And if other people like it, then that's great. But it's not our primary concern. Our, I think, primary concern with it is to just enjoy the process. And I think that other people will come along for the ride with it. So here we go. Second album comes out July 4th, 2026. It's called You Are Leaving the American Sector, which is what it used to say on a sign in Berlin in the 1980s, before early 90s, before Germany was reunified, when Berlin was partially under American occupation, whatever you want to call it, policing since 1945. So, um, yeah, when you would leave the American sector of Berlin, there was a sign that said, "You are leaving the American sector," and it was in multiple languages: French, Russian, etc. So you would know. And for all intents and purposes, that was United States territory for a very long time, good 50 years. So it's sort of a reference to the American influence in Europe, which is where we've uh, made a large portion of this music. So even though it's an American group, we have done a lot of recording in Europe. And I think maybe people need to be reminded of the fact that, there's been a United States presence in Europe for a very long time, and that we are actually really an integral part of European culture, whether people like it or not. And I don't think we're going anywhere. Do you? But that's what that album title is kind of about, and it's also a reference to the fact that a lot of it was recorded in Europe and produced in Europe, and it's definitely kind of a hybrid of American and European styles of music as well. So it's kind of cool. It's definitely a little different, maybe a lot different, and it's certainly uh, of the times and the world that we live in now, and perhaps sounds still like the future. So, but other than that, I'm just hanging out here having a glass of milk. I drink a lot of milk. It keeps me sort of, you know, stronger, healthy for my age. I'm 51, but I still have sort of like, I'm a lot fitter than people half my age, even though I'm in my 50s. And, I would probably be healthier had I not been injured a few times, but that's life. I'm over that. Now I'm healed from my injuries and stuff, so I can kind of fine. But yeah, music has been a big part of that for me. Actually, it's helped me to kind of process uh, and heal from various things, and I would recommend it as that for anybody. Frankly, anyone can pick up a guitar, write a few songs, record it on their computer, and next thing you know, they're a successful musician. Now, before you could do that, I was actually already a successful musician uh, at kind of a very young age. But with anything that you become successful at when you're young, um, you can go through a process of sort of self sabotage, even, or letting other people sabotage you. That's what happened to me. So I've spent periods of time where I kind of doubted myself and didn't embrace my success as an artist or a musician. And that's led to some difficulty, but I think that if you have achieved any level of success in your life with anything, you should always try to remember that and realize that that might be what God has in mind for you. And don't throw it away. Don't disrespect it. Appreciate it and stick with it, because that might be what is going to take you far in life. And music has done that for me. And right about now, I am coming back into that, really, after some time away from it. We have this new album coming out. We have stuff that was released recently by our other band, Young Astronauts Club, that is doing really well at the moment. We've got a huge hit song in places like the United States, Canada, Mexico, various places in Europe. And I think this track is probably just going to keep getting bigger and bigger. It's called Sweeter Than a Wildest Dream. And I think that's going to sort of remind people that, hey, we're still here, we're still making music, and come check us out. Come to the shows. There may be some shows in the near future. I've definitely taken a lengthy break from live performance while I personally uh, took care of some health issues due to a car accident that I was in. And my really inability to kind of go out and tour has made it so that I had to focus on becoming a really good writer and studio musician and producer. And so did Crystal, my wife, who is also a musician and in these groups with me. And we kind of focused on making sure that our recorded music was uh, just as good, if not better, than the live performances of prior. So that happens to a lot of people too. You know, a lot of people start off as live performers, and there can be a tendency to neglect the recording and the recorded element of what you're doing. But especially if you're young and you don't really understand the process. But I've learned a lot about it and learned how to produce and learned how to really hone it down. And that's what I've been doing a lot of. Just a second here. There we go. So, yeah. In a second, I'm just going to fix this live chat here because. All right. So yeah, that's mostly what I've been doing, is just focusing on getting the live art, sorry, the recorded element of our music done properly. And I think you can hear that if you go to our websites, youngastronautsclub.com, pinkafir.com, and macintoshusa.org, and take a listen, poke around in there, and you'll find a lot of stuff that's been done recently, and um, stuff that's maybe older and been fixed up better, and uh, all kinds of stuff. We've just been really making sure that the recorded work has has is going to be, you know, something that we're sort of remembered for, because that is definitely important. So, yeah, I hope you guys like any of this stuff, and I think you will if you take a listen. Also, take a search for on Google for Young Astronauts Club, Pink Fear, the Transverse Magnets, Michael Macintosh, and the White Elephant Ensemble, which is a project that I formed that is publishing a lot of different stuff to all of the music streaming platforms. Um, and there's a few other things. So if you just go to the macintoshusa.org site, you'll find all of them. All right. So I'm going to go. Thank you for stopping in. I have a lot left to do with my day, and I don't really want to spend the whole day on YouTube talking to people on here, frankly, because it's not really a great way to, it just turns into something that I don't really want to be a part of, frankly, and I want to keep it brief. So thanks for listening, and that's all. This is Michael Macintosh. Take care.